What in the world is going on in the tutoring industry? Do you wonder how to expand your tutoring business? Are you ready to take your tutoring business online? Are you looking to become a better tutor? Get ready for the Tutor Outreach Radio Show hosted by Dr. Alise Holland. This globally syndicated radio show is empowering you to move forward with your tutoring goals to manifest your dreams of building a successful tutoring practice. Coming to you live bi-weekly on Blog Talk Radio, this hit show is tailor-made to help tutors and tutor business owners worldwide. Dr. Alise brings her knowledge, experience, and sense of humor to each show while introducing you to guests from all over the world who are experts in the fields of tutoring, coaching, education, and leadership. Call in with your questions or share some of your own experiences in academia. The Tutor Outreach Radio Show starts now. Here is your host, Dr. Alise.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tutor Outreach Radio Show. I'm your host, Dr. Alise, and I help tutors and tutor business owners build heart-centered global learning organizations to serve humanity, whether it is in the local community, face-to-face, or online in the field of education. As America's #1 tutor business training company, the Tutor Outreach Group is a professional organization for tutors, teachers, college students, other small business professionals who want to start either a home-based tutoring business or tutoring company, get clients to grow their tutoring business, improve their tutoring repertoire, gain insight into leading and hiring for a global learning organization, strategically grow their tutoring business based upon their own life purpose. The Tutor Outreach Group provides premium resources and networking opportunities throughout the year. You can find us at www.thetutoroutreach.com. Also, I am available for group coaching through one of my tutoring mastermind groups. Registration is now open for the 2019-2020 tutoring masterminds. We have already posted our 2020 tutoring mastermind schedule. We will be in Toronto, Canada in July 2020, in Kingston, Jamaica in December 2020. You can see specific dates and register at www.tutoringmastermind.com or on Eventbrite. Come join us for a life-changing experience to help you on your tutoring journey or to just expand your overall brand. If you have questions, call into the show on 646-668-25. You can join us online in our chat room and ask your questions there. If any of this resonates or you just want to leave comments, then let us know. Depending on how you are listening in to our show, whether it is on Apple iTunes, Stitcher, Blog Talk Radio, YouTube, or any other digital radio platform, you can leave comments and rate our show. Thank you in advance for your continued support. Today, we have John Neville here to discuss with us how he incorporates mindfulness into test-taking, how to help people reduce test anxiety. Before we get into the show today, let me share some information with you about Mr. Neville. John Neville founded Mindful Test-Taking in 2016 and has been a mindfulness coach for academia students since 2010. He received a Bachelor's of Science in Mathematical and Computational Science from Stanford University and a Master's of Science in Financial Economics from the University of Oxford. John is a certified hypnotherapist, master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, registered yoga instructor, and medical Qigong practitioner. John has been practicing mindfulness daily since 2006. So, on that note, let's welcome John to the Tutor Outreach Radio Show. John, are you with us on the call?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hi, how are you? How's it going?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How's the weather in your area?
It's beautiful. I'm out in the Bay Area, and it's summer, which means it's very hot at like 75 degrees. So, but the winters are freezing, and they're about 65. So,
Well, that sounds like great weather for the summertime.
exactly, exactly.
It's burning up here in Phoenix. I'm in Phoenix this week, and oh my gosh, it's hot.
And then it just cools down so much at night, doesn't it? I mean, it's still hot at night, but like the temperature changes from day to night in the desert are just wild.
Yeah, but hey, it's a beautiful sight here. I'm very grateful. The Phoenix area is a beautiful place and lots of fun energy. So we always ask each of our guests, why did you get into the tutoring industry?
Yeah, so I started tutoring when I was 16 years old. I'm 35 now, and my friend's little brother needed help with algebra 1, I think, or something. And I was a sophomore, he was in 8th grade, and I started tutoring him, and I just found that I had this knack for only giving him the words and the concepts that he needed to hear and not adding in a bunch of extra material or yeah. And so I found his grades started going up. His grades went from like a C to a B plus, A minus, and he was getting a lot more out of his experience in middle school math. And then so that's what led me to just really go, okay, I know that education is important, and I know that I want to be as involved with it as I possibly can. And, education's been very emphasized in my family, and just because we strongly believe that it's just a really good equalizer. It's no matter who you are, what your background is, you have the power to educate yourself and to get some really great education and to help you achieve the goals that you have and the dreams that you have for yourself in your life.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes life itself is education.
Exactly, the school of life.
Yeah. So, which communities did you serve in your teaching and tutoring career, and why did you make a decision to cater to those particular grade levels or topics?
Yeah. So my company, Mindful Test-Taking, helps students reduce their test anxiety by teaching them mindfulness techniques, which actually help them reduce their test anxiety before test day even arrives. And so because we focus on mindfulness, even though I was a tutor for 14 years, for math and the SAT, and I still do a little bit of that now, but mostly I, help students reduce their test anxiety with mindfulness. So I work with students from 15, 16 years old all the way up to the graduate level. So, people in their 40s or 50s taking the bar exam because they're becoming a lawyer in their kind of second half of life. And then if they're in, like middle school, if they're 13 or 14 years old, then I just ask that they have one of their parents join us in the sessions, and the parent starts to learn mindfulness along with their child. So.
Wow, that's powerful. So, in your own words, how do you explain mindfulness in the academia setting? Because sometimes when you hear mindfulness, a lot of people associate it with spirituality and sometimes religion. So how do you explain this in the academia setting?
Yeah. So I teach people that whenever your mind is busy or anxious or stressed, your body is tense at the same time. So there's a direct connection between physical tension and mental chatter. And so this is why one of the core principles of mindfulness is called progressive relaxation, because you practice your ability to feel your body with your mind. And then that's going to release a lot of the tension in the body. And when the tension in the body falls away, then the mind will clear up. So think of thoughts as being like smoke and tension in the body as being fire. To clear the smoke, put out the fire. To clear your mind, release the tension from your body.
I see. So when it comes to trying to take mindfulness outside of a tutoring session or a mindfulness session, which digital and traditional tools and techniques do you find to be the most effective in teaching others how to practice mindfulness to reduce test anxiety? Do you have an app?
Yeah, so I basically have audios on my website. So mindfultesttaking.com. On the resources page, there are various mindfulness and meditation audios that people can listen to, and then and I also conduct coaching sessions over Zoom or over Skype, right? And so and people are like, wait, you can help people reduce their test anxiety over video conference? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. And it's very effective. So I've worked with students all over the world, Europe, Asia. So it's just been very successful in helping students reduce their test anxiety before test day even arrives.
Okay. So what advice would you offer other colleagues who would be interested in implementing mindfulness to support students in either their tutoring practice or classroom setting?
Yeah, so the thing that I would recommend the most is for tutors to start practicing mindfulness themselves. That is going to be easily the best benefit that you can provide someone else is by calming yourself down, quieting your own mind, releasing the tension from your own body. And the easiest way, and I strongly believe the best way to get started with a sincere mindfulness practice is to find an audio that is a body scan meditation audio. And it's someone's voice saying, relax your face, relax your eyes, or feel your shoulders, feel your arms, let your chest relax, and just moves you through your body, guides you through your body one part at a time. And you can listen to this audio, which should be anywhere from 5 minutes to 10 or 15. Longer tends to be better in terms of the results, as long as you can stay focused. And you can lie down, or you can sit in a chair.
Wow.
You don't have to be cross-legged in lotus, in some difficult yoga position to benefit from mindfulness. I do a lot of meditating standing or lying down.
Yeah, there's various types of meditation, and that's why your practice and what you're doing and how to teach others how to quiet the mind through mindfulness practices is something that is definitely needed in all areas of life.
Yeah, absolutely. I think my approach is very consistent with basically any other holistic modality, which is that you want to release inflammation from the body. You want to reduce and release inflammation. And that's to the point where I think that the whole concept of hell or hellfire is just a projection of our own internal inflammation.
Wow. That you've said a mouthful, though, because, that's what it is. In education, we're now focusing on the emotional domain of students. So this is a very timely topic, and thank you so much for providing your services to the world.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
A question I had for you. Now, you said that anyone can go to your website and find an audio. Now, is there a different term for that audio? Because I know in the holistic community, sometimes they call those guided meditations. So how are you using this in the academia setting? What terminology are you using to promote mindfulness?
Yeah, I call that one technique that I mentioned earlier the body scan, where you scan your own body with your own mind. And in some circles, it's called insight meditation. And it's also sometimes called Vipassana. But it's just, you don't have to have any particular belief system to benefit from it. There's no dogma, there's nothing like that. It's just simple, direct experience where you use your mind to become aware of how your brain is telling your body to tense up. And then in becoming aware of it, then your brain starts to relax and let go of those extraneous fear-based signals that it's been sending to your body probably since you were born. And the other thing is that it's really effective to try to visualize the test-taking scenario or any stressful situation while you are scanning your body, right? Because, practicing mindfulness is great, but you can't really practice mindfulness when you're taking a test. I mean, you can make sure that you don't let yourself get frenetic. You can make sure that you don't let your panic get the best of you. But how do you actually reduce test anxiety before test day even arrives? What you do is you visualize the testing environment. You see yourself taking a test in your mind's eye, and your body starts to tense up because your body believes that your thoughts are actually happening right now, that the scenarios that you're thinking about are actually happening. And then you train your body to progressively relax until you can see yourself taking the test in your mind's eye, and your body stays a lot more relaxed. And once you've achieved that goal, which takes a little bit of practice, then you're ready to walk in and simply take the test. And you'll stay calm and relaxed because you've mentally prepared yourself.
Wow, you've done a great job explaining that to our audience. Now, this next question here may be redundant, but, for the sake of the audience, we're going to ask it anyways. What are some characteristics of a good mindfulness exercise to help reduce anxiety regarding test taking?
Yeah, I would say any exercise that helps you release tension from the body. Obviously I'm pretty partial to the two that I've mentioned, one where you scan your body and then one where you visualize a test while you scan your body. But, any practice that helps you noticeably release tension from the body. And, the important thing to remember is that whenever you're practicing mindfulness or doing anything for that matter, and you start to notice that you're lost in thought, that a lot of thoughts are coming up, your body is tense at the same time. Your brain is expending effort, holding on to tension that is ultimately not necessary. And so when you're practicing mindfulness and you notice that thoughts are coming up, let your awareness drop from the thought and into the tension in the body that's accompanying the thought. And then that's going to start to mentally massage and actually physically massage. Basically mindfulness is you are massaging your body with your mind. And so your body's going to start to get more and more and more relaxed, and your mind's going to start to get more and more and more clear. Wow,
that's fabulous. It sounds relaxing just listening to it right now.
That's great.
So is there anything else that you would like to share with us about what you're doing to help others? Do you have any upcoming webinars, workshops, any books coming up to help us with mindfulness to reduce text anxiety, mindfulness classes? What's going on in your world?
Yeah. I would say the main thing is that I am happy to hop on the phone and talk with anyone for a few minutes. about what their interest is in learning how to practice mindfulness, and like sincerely learning how to practice it in a way where it gives them, in just 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, it's going to get them actually noticeable changes and benefits and boosts to their quality of life. And so you can certainly email me at john@mindfultesttaking.com. You can reach out to me through my website. There's just a lot of benefits here. There's a lot of growth, and it's very, very exciting. And I've also seen people, if you have any sort of health symptom, or you're not doing as well as you'd like to be doing in any area of life, the odds are very, very good that there's just some tension in the body, and that is creating some stress, or accompanied by stress and tension, and that when you reduce that stress and anxiety, then the performance is going to go up. And so that's what our students notice. They notice that when they're taking tests, before it felt hard, they were struggling, they were straining, they were underperforming, they were fighting themselves. And then after they go through a program, after they work with us, they notice that it's just easier. It just feels easier to take a test. There's not as much internal drama as there was before, and they do a lot better as a result.
Wow. So this is great news. I can just so see, massage therapists partnering with your mindfulness test-taking practice and other holistic professionals to come in and kind of help, as like this wraparound team. So definitely keep going with what you're doing at your organization and how you're serving the world. And we will definitely spread the word about you're the go-to person for mindfulness on how to reduce test anxiety. So thank you so much for being on our show today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm here as a resource, and I'm here as a partner and as an ally. All
right. Well, thank you so much. And we are going to take a quick break. You are listening to the Tutor Outreach Radio Show with Dr. Alise. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What is intellectual property? It's something that you will have to protect when it comes to your learning organization. Innovation and creativity is definitely valued amongst humanity and should be protected. As a result, tutors need a blueprint to follow so that they will do exactly what needs to be done to protect their work and trade secrets for their learning organization. In the number one source for tutors and tutor business owners, Dr. Holland's Expanding Your Tutoring Business Series. Tutor Consultant, Dr. Holland delivers her field-tested advice so that you can determine what types of intellectual property that will need to be protected, create various types of work agreements for your learning organization, develop a system to maintain records of your intellectual property, build a business plan that will promote data-driven tutoring success, describe the federal laws that impact your tutoring business, implement quality assurance meetings, create an online project management system for your content team, implementing focus groups and market research, disseminating your research for your learning organization, acquire know-how for licensing your intellectual property, and dozens of other strategies you will need to protect your intellectual property. Take a strategic approach to protecting your intellectual property so that you can build a household name in the tutoring industry. You can get your copy of Expand Your Tutoring Business Volume 3, The Blueprint for Protecting Your Learning Organization, on Amazon.com, or submit your book order at orders@iglobaleducation.com. You may be at a point in which you need to hire tutors and additional help to manage the growth of your learning organization. Tutor business owners need a blueprint to help hire the right individuals that will truly impact their clients' lives by providing and delivering data-driven results. In the number one source for tutors and tutor business owners, Dr. Holland's Expanding Your Tutoring Business Series. Tutor Consultant, Dr. Holland delivers her field-tested advice so that you can devise a hiring system to hire quality tutors and contractors, Develop work agreements, including non-compete and confidentiality agreements. Create key tasks that can be fulfilled by virtual assistants. Develop programs that are designed to express employee and contractor appreciation. Design a platform to manage your hiring needs for your learning organization. Acquire know-how for conducting interviews, selecting, managing, and training contractors, and dozens of other strategies you will need to hire qualified individuals for your learning organization. Take a data-driven approach to hiring tutors and contractors for your learning organization. By using the advice and proven methods in this book, you'll discover a sense of accomplishment knowing that you have hired the best qualified individuals to join your mission of helping others around the globe. You can get your copy of Expand Your Tutoring Business Volume 2, the blueprint for hiring tutors and contractors for your learning organization, on Amazon.com, or submit your book order at orders@iglobaleducation.com.
Now, peep it. Here go the secrets on how to keep it real. Take some time alone so you can chill. It don't take a lot of time to know the deal. Must be ready to hear the truth. For loving you, for loving you. If you love you, you will get the same vibe. So go find your tribe. Love yourself instead of your pride. For the love of you. You are worth it. You are loved. You are valued. You, for the love of you. We're back on the Tutor Outreach Radio Show with Dr. Alise. While we were on break, I intuitively selected postcards from the Spirit using the Colette Barron's Read system. Let me share them with you. Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance. But you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan. And when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with these and those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now, let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so, so much. Guys, when I hear that message, it's very powerful, and allowing the universe, the great divine, the Spirit, whatever your faith is, whatever you believe in, allowing the great divine God, whatever you may call it in your faith, handle things. I did get additional messages in from the Spirit, and it talks about letting go of your past. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, Dear one, it's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. So, as this relates to work, whatever toxic work environment you may have been in, whatever situation you may have encountered, it's over. Let it go. Don't keep reliving whatever you have experienced in your present. You can't change the past. All you can do is pause and reflect from it. You have to learn how to stay in the present moment. And that is what the Spirit is calling and asking you to do, okay? Another message that came in, the word that came up was like daydream. And sometimes when I see the word daydream in a meditation, it just means that that's Spirit's way of trying to communicate with you. And each of us, we are spiritual beings having human experiences. So with us being unique, we have our own signature, divine signature. It depends on how the Spirit communicates with you. For some people, it may be through words, visions, dreams, or they may hear certain things. And for others, it may be through their creativity, accessing their creative side. So the message is you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. So I love that the Spirit is giving these messages because we are talking about mindfulness in this particular episode. And, Spirit is on point. We do need to take time out and just listen, okay? We learn so much that way. Another message that came in was, Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you will see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life, go with the flow, and in no time, you will reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you will know exactly when you will need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. Love you so very much. So, with that in mind, sometimes it's important to understand that you need to take time out for yourself. That's part of self-care. Meditation and mindfulness is part of manifesting things, okay? The universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. The wisdom behind that is the law of attraction is the universal manager of all vibration, which expands to everything that exists through the universe. And so, at the same time that the law of attraction is responding to the vibrational content of your physical thoughts, it is also responding to the vibrational content of your inner being. So, what you tell yourself is important. What you hear yourself say is also important. There's something that's called self-talk, okay? You want to make sure that you are talking to yourself in a positive way. You don't want to listen to the negative self-talk that comes through. Those are thoughts that you want to allow your being to filter out. And mindfulness and meditation are practices that can help you train your mind to access the wisdom that's within. There's also visualization. I mean, again, it depends on how the Spirit communicates to you on how you need to listen and hear to kind of renew your mind. The ocean, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself deepening into its healing womb brings about desired effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Guys, this message here is just basically letting you know that any body of water, especially the ocean, it has physical properties that will just allow you to feel refreshed, feel renewed. It's a great place for meditation and mindfulness and even yoga. So, if you don't have access to the ocean, then any body of water would work. I mean, even taking a bath, a sea salt bath, that would work as well. The bottom line is you owe it to yourself. It is your divine birthright to take the time out for self-care, guys. And that's the biggest thing that the Spirit is trying to teach you. You can be a co-creator of what you desire just by going into meditation, being more mindful, and allowing your intuition speak to you. Here's a message from Archangel Michael. Explore your options. Here's a prayer to help you with this. Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and access all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. So these are the messages that came through from the Spirit and the angels, guys. As you all know, I am an intuitive life coach, and I do get messages from the Spirit using my intuition. If you would like to work with me, Dr. Holland, you can go to my Tutoring Masterminds website, www.tutoringmastermind.com, and register for my next upcoming 2019-2020 Mastermind in either Florida, California, Canada, or Jamaica. If you have any tutoring questions, then join us in one of our Facebook groups, and you can find that information at our Facebook page, the Tutor Outreach Group. We love having active group members. We are in this together, guys. Please feel free to let us know what you're doing in your tutoring practice. And some of the best colleagues find each other in one of our Facebook groups or any of our upcoming events. It's amazing how like-minded people come together and build that positive collaboration and friendship over time. So I am deeply humbled and grateful for each of you. Thank you all for trusting me to help and support you guys. I love you. If you would like to work with me, Dr. Holland, you can go to my Tutoring Masterminds website, www.tutoringmastermind.com, and register for my next upcoming 2019-2020 Mastermind. If you have any tutoring questions, then join us in one of our Facebook groups, and you can find that information at our Facebook page, the Tutor Outreach Group. We love having active group members. If this is an episode that resonated with you, subscribe to our radio show, leave comments, let us know how it resonated with you, and share out this episode to family, friends, colleagues, and coworkers. We love hearing from our listeners. Join us every second and fourth Tuesdays of the month at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wish you and your family much prosperity, joy, peace, abundance, love, and happiness, and all of the fruits of the Spirit, guys. As you continue to travel, make sure that your intentions are positive. It's the flow and integrity of your heart that truly matters when you are doing something for others as well as yourself. Be gentle with yourself, guys. Gratitude, grace, compassion, respect take you places in life. So keep that with you as you travel on your life's journey. Remember, you are loved, you are valued, and you are competent. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here next time.
You've been listening to the Tutor Outreach Radio Show, hosted by Dr. Alise Holland. This hit show comes to you live every second and fourth Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on Blog Talk Radio. Each show is empowering you to move forward with your tutoring goals to manifest your dreams of building a successful tutoring practice. If you've missed any part of this show or want to find out more about Dr. Holland, visit thetutoroutreach.com. That's thetutoroutreach.com.